Okay, I'm pretty excited today. I got a new product, which is the DJI OSMO Pocket 3. And I had the original Osmo Pocket, and it wasn't that great, to be honest. But I understand the intention of it. I understand the purpose of it, having a gimbal, having that tracking system and everything. But they really improved it a lot. I might have been a little skeptical, but that 1-inch sensor it's really something special. I've been testing it out over the last few nights. I haven't really been able to test it out in the daytime yet. But just seeing what it's capable of with the low light, it's making a camera like this ZVE1, it might be obsolete at this point. And I know I had said that when I was speaking about the iPhone 15 in one of my videos, one of the things that the ZVE1 has over something like the iPhone 15, even though it shoots amazing video quality, is having that fully articulating screen, and being able to see yourself is a very useful tool to have when you're out, especially if you want to use this camera for vlogging. You want to frame your shot, you want to check your composition, check your exposure. There's a few things that having a screen visible can help out if you want to get the highest quality of image. Now, the Osmo Pocket 3 is out, and it has a 1-inch sensor as well, but now you have a screen that you can see yourself on, but you also have stabilization on a whole different level, which I think drastically improves the low light, which you guys are seeing as I'm talking to you right now. As far as traveling, which is the purpose of me getting this camera in the first place, I think the form factor that is low-key doesn't really stand out as much as having, if you're walking around like this with your camera out like this, or with your phone out like this or like this. It's just that the form factor, you stand out, you look like a tourist. But having a small body like this, especially the ease of use of the microphone that comes with it, the DJI Mic 2, having that ease of use of having that tucked in, the tracking system, which I'm going to show you some of the features. As a matter of fact, I'm going to switch over to this camera because I'm curious to see with like a well-lit situation, like how would this perform in a studio scenario. So the rest of this video, I'm going to be recording with this DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and I'm going to be using the DJI Mic 2. Okay, now I'm switched over to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Obviously, it's a wider lens on here. It's equivalent to about a 20mm, whereas I was shooting with a 40mm with my Sony ZVE1. So, of course, a lot of your shots are going to be for vlogging type of shots, establishing shots, wider angles, right? But that's perfect for most people because for me, I was thinking, and you want to get B-roll or tighter shots, you can have your big camera for that, or you can use your phone because it has those zoom-in lenses. But if you want to do like vlogging style or tracking shots or time lapses and things like that, then you got something like the Osmo Pocket 3, and I think that's going to be great for that. So I'm definitely going to do some time lapses, some hyperlapses today, and I'm going to show you guys some of the things that this is capable of. If you get this camera, you might as well get the Creator Combo because it comes with the mic, which you're listening to right now, the DJI Mic 2. You guys let me know how that mic is sounding. It comes with the microphone, it comes with the tripod, it comes with the battery extension, so you can get extra battery life. If you're out and about and it's not easy to sit down somewhere and charge it, you got a little extra battery. You get the wide angle lens adapter, which I'll show you that real quick. And it's a nice, in a little case, and it has a place for the wide angle lens adapter and for the Black Pro Mist, which I don't have yet, which is, I ordered it, but it's not here yet. But here's with the wide angle. Here's what the wide angle lens adapter would look like. And you can see my light. It's about equivalent to about 15mm. It's that ultra wide angle that a lot of vloggers use. I think like Casey Neistat, a lot of people use the 16-35. So if you wanted that extra wide, you can use the adapter and get that look. But for this case, I'm going to take that off. You know, walk away from the camera, which I'm going to show you some of the tracking real quick, which I got it locked on myself. So here we go. And I showed you a little bit in the beginning of the video, but now I'm out of the light, so it's not the greatest quality. But of course, having that tracking on and even being away from the camera, the audio should be about the same because I'm just using the microphone with the lapel mic. So this is one of the benefits to getting that system and having that external audio with you, you know, so you don't have to be right there with the camera. I'm gonna be shooting everything in the, because I didn't even mention this, but it shoots in 10-bit 4K, 422 log, so it should be able to grade pretty good, but we'll see. Yeah, that's, as sad as I am to say, the ZVE1 is obsolete at this point. It's pretty much this Osmo Pocket 3 has made this pretty much a useless camera for me. Besides the zoom, I mean, that's like the only thing that it has still is that it has the zoom in there. But the image quality should be very similar, if not better, because of that stabilization, the tracking features. It just, I'm gonna have to retire that camera, unfortunately. I'm gonna be doing 2 videos today. This video is mainly about the Osmo Pocket, but I also got something else I wanna show you. Hold on 1 second. Where the fuck did I put it? Oh. I also got these RayBan glasses, the RayBan Meta glasses with the cameras. Okay, so how's this footage looking? Woo. It's bright out, so I want to test these out as well. So you might see a YouTube short or a video soon with these glasses. So I don't currently have an ND filter at the moment, so I am just letting the shutter speed do its thing to adjust because it's super bright out here. But I'm about to go test out this DJI OSMO Pocket 3, and I'm gonna do a time lapse. I don't really see anything super interesting to do a time lapse on, but I'll try to find something. All right, here's a little bit of stabilization. And just in my car, just showing you guys, you can also lock the gimbal in place so it can stay with the horizon line. But yeah, it's pretty smooth. Once I get some ND filters, I'm thinking this video footage will come out a little bit better because it's gonna have to crank that shutter speed up in order to adjust for all this bright light out here. But let me show you guys some of the active tracking out here too. This is one of the reasons why this is gonna be superior to a phone, because of the gimbal and being able to use the active track, move around, get away from your camera when you use it alongside the DJI Mic too. So you wanna get some more dynamic shots, this is a perfect tool. So this is a good, so I want to do a quick test. I was just curious to how far, well, one, will the active track me, but also what's the range of this transmitter for the DJI Mic 2. So I'm gonna just walk a little farther away. I don't think it's gonna really go super far. I would never really go anyway, but I'm just gonna walk out to the road and see if it's still tracking my audio. So I'm pretty far away. I'm curious if this is still picking up the audio. So it's a good test. So yeah, maybe I was talking to myself, or maybe it was picking it up. So yeah, that tracking stopped, but the audio. Here's a quick dynamic range test. It is pretty bright behind me, so I'm curious to see how that affects the image overall, if you can even see details in my face with all that light behind me. So this is a pretty good test, I think, to find out how that log is going to hold up. One of the other things about this camera is that you can zoom in. It's a digital zoom, and you can zoom in 2 times. So it should be equivalent to about 40 millimeters. But it's going to crop in on the image, so you're going to lose some image quality when you do something like that. So, but it is nice to have that option in there, because sometimes you do need to get a little bit of extra reach. It's not a lot, obviously, as you can see. You know, if I want to look across the street, that's as far as I'm going. But it's good to have it though. It's still a nice option. This is a very nice camera. It's very enjoyable to go out and use. Okay, so let's bring this video to a conclusion. Overall, I'm very happy with this camera and this purchase. And to my friends who are thinking about getting a camera for vlogging and you don't want to use your phone, of course you can use your phone. It's going to be always on you. And these cameras these days and phones are great. But if you want to get it just a notch up, maybe get a more dynamic shots, you know, these Hyperlapse and Timelapse and all these different features that you can use this gimbal for, I gotta recommend it. I gotta recommend it. The image looks pretty good. I would say it's at least on the same level as the ZVE1. So if you were thinking about getting a ZVE1, they're about the same price. But you get a gimbal, you get active tracking, you get a lot of smart features like that. So it's definitely better than the ZVE1. I can't even recommend the ZVE1 anymore unless you just want that form factor and maybe for the photos. But this has got to beat right now. I would say always recommend use your phone first because you already have it. Most people already have a smartphone with the camera already. So if you don't need to upgrade to get another thing, then you don't need to do that. You know, you already got it. But if you want to step it up, then that's when you look into these other cameras. Now, is it better than my ZVE1, which I just got? Because that has that cool little auto framing feature. It's not as cool as the auto tracking feature that this has. It has a version of it, right? And it's also a lighter camera, right? But that remains to be seen. I could do a video on it comparing those two because I think that's probably the only vlog format camera that even competes with the Osmo Pocket right now. And that's kind of crazy because that's a full frame camera. But if you guys want to see me do a comparison of the ZVE1 and the Osmo Pocket 3, just let me know in the comment section below or by liking this video. If you guys want to see that in the future, also subscribe. If you subscribe, you get to see it. But I rambled enough. I think you guys get the idea. You can see that I clearly like this camera. So I'm just hoping the audio came out good. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.